Not to mention one thing. The minimum requirement for the position is strength. Enough strength to get out of this mansion with your lives.
One is seeking Roto memorial plates from 1655 to 1657. And the third is a flesh collector, seeking a hide with a full body tattoo of a rising dragon, the head of a child with jelly syndrome, and a few others. That sure is quite a hobby. All right, take your pick.
Chains.
Yes, when you said I was a conjurer, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Interesting. Why chains?
It's because there are some people at large in the world right now who need to be chained to hell.
How is that so? Because I can't shake the nagging suspicion that you're the one who will be chained down.
What the hell do you know?
Wait a second. Where are you going? I'm your teacher. Do as I say. I'm not done talking to you. Hold on, damn it. Like I told you, ordinary chains are pointless. They're inferior. And conjuring some kind of unbreakable chain is completely impossible.
On September 1st, Fort New City will host the world's greatest auction. That's where the spider, the phantom truth, will appear. That heartbeat. It plays a horrible melody of rage. So you want me to find you a lawyer with connections to the York New Auction? Did I get that right? That's right. Like the last game.
Closing out with Austin Allen in the Pro-Am. Look, we know you love game winners and double lobs, so we thought, clearly this has to go in, right? Then we heard the giggle and our hand was forced.
But then, why is his heart?
And the Lakers all decked out as they made their way off the bus and into the arena earlier on. They're
Well, Kevin, and
Thanks, David. The great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5. And here are the Nets. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, two teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Drummond. 9 points last game.
Oh, I didn't want to shoot it. I
No
wanted
good
to
from
pump
Jay.
fake.
Schroeder against KD. Irving passes to KD. Shoots over Schroeder, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Good at cashing in from mid-range. Such a consistent shooter, Mr. Kevin Durant.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And there's the basket. Good from Jay.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Now here's Durant, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. 2 points, that one goes. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And then Durant with the jam.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as a defender when Durant drives. I'm just glad I never have to deal with it.
And Drummond kicks it over to Schroeder. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's Davis on the wing. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, he attacks the glass with a ferocity that you have to see to believe. Rebounding, that's his forte.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to Griffin. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. They are coming into this having notched to win against the Knicks in their last game.
Damn it, Anthony.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
The noise didn't do anything to bother them.
Got
In fact, it appeared to make them sharper and play harder for each other.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in on the wing. Harris to the paint. The jump hook. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
1:31 left to play here in the first. And he gets the bucket. It's all knotted up.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Harden with it. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. KD's got 10 points.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Harrell against Jordan. Right side Davis. Takes it off the glass.
Let the big man eat. Get Davis the rock in this area, and he'll take care of the rest.
The three from Harden. It's rebounded by Schroeder. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Horton Tucker, the pass to Schroeder. Pass to Jay. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. And KD throws it down.
He's made all the points.
Using his post game, I mean, he does it well.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool. Just
Kuzma, Brett. Making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's
back at it again.
At the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
This is why Durant is a top talent. His ability to score even while getting fouled. An impressive athlete.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter
Kuza.
contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Knicks was superb. He picked up 26 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. Another outstanding outing, something that's become more and more commonplace for him. Bring it back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
No, I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
And the Lakers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Griffin dishes to KD. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin. So it's the Lakers now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Schroeder passes to Jay. Out to the right wing. Here's Horton Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing.
That was so perfect. Oh my God. They're cheating. Dude. That was
Dinwiddie dishes to KD. And he gets it to go.
Oh my
This
God,
just
man.
Durant is special.
That was
easy to
wing.
Here's Schroeder.
Ooh, let's go,
Nails
Schroeder.
it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the... We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Jay. And it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Harden surveying the D. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Nets trail by 3. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Jay guarded by Harden. And here's Davis for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kicks Kicks it out to Harden. 18 feet out, and the shot goes down. Harden's got his first points in this one.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
Caruso, the pass to Jay. And the
What?
Lakers with another miss.
Dude.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And it's sent back by Drummond.
An intimidating big man with physical tools that are hard.
Oh, my bad. I should got the
Brooklyn, they
rebound.
have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
That's good from Harris. Lakers trail by 5. Right side Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's the Nets. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Durant. He's out there with Harris. Harden out there with Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Shot clock at 6. Jordan trying to free himself up. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. The Lakers trail. Kuzma inside. Dinwiddie covering.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
Pass to Schroeder. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Davis. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Davis. Schroeder outside. Pass to Jay. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Nets leading by 3. Inside, Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Durant dunks the ball. It's such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Harris outside. Dinwiddie outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
And they're gonna have to pay closer attention to him.
What the?
He's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First free throw is good. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. All free throws good from Jay. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Durant against Davis. Durant, the pass to Irving. Back to KD. In the corner, it's Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, good on the triple.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
No good from Jay. Brooklyn leading by 4. Hit the shot. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist from Harris. Katie's got 26.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Los Angeles calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Damn.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Drummond's checked in for the Lakers.
Connor. That's a really good show.
Here's Schroeder.
That's a really good show.
To the inside. James Harden with the rebound. The Nets have gotten 4 to 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
A main staple of Griffin's game. You can tell he loves getting up to dunk.
Kuzma outside. Under passes to Davis. Stolen by Harden. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And it's a 10-point Nets lead.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they could make and building this lead.
And finished off by Davis.
Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden draws the double. Harris outside. Outside, KD. And here's Kuzma. There's the pass to Schroeder. Here's Jay. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now just a 5-point Nets lead.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
KD against Kuzma.
He found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Here's Jay. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
That one goes in.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Pass to Jay. Back to Schroeder. Passes it to Jay. So the wing on the left pulls up. They grab their own miss. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And you want to talk about a big-time shot.
Wow!
And they commit an intentional foul. This is another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Almost stole that. That was so...
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The learning curve for point guards in the NBA can be pretty steep. But Irving is a quick study. It didn't take him long to become an elite player.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, time is of the essence. Basket and a foul, that's got to be the game plan.
kicks to Kuzma. Jay guarded by Harden. No good from Jay, and he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the winning mentality of Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
As of right now, Damian Lillard's Trailblazers are making their 8th run at that elusive NBA championship. Could this be the year for them?
Well, the NBA 2K21 cover athlete is always a champion in our book, and he never fails to entertain. We caught up with Dame at the beginning of the season to chat about his music. Take a look.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Lakers taking on the 76ers. For the Lakers. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people called on Joel Embiid to be more aggressive. The process accepted that with humility, saying, I want to be great, and it's only right for people to expect me to drop 35 a night. At the same time, he said, I'm not a selfish player. If the defense double teams me, it's about making the right play. Kevin?
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Anthony Davis, Jay out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Schroeder passes to Jay. Back to Schroeder. Passes it to Jay. Kuzma outside. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. No good from Jay. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Milton. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. He's got the first 3 points tonight for the 76ers.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Milton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Milton's got 5 now.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get your better score some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
Schroeder passes to Jay. Back to Schroeder. Lakers passing it around and stolen by Harris. It's Korkmaz in the corner. And it falls over the rim and in.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign. And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Harris, right side. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Drummond passes to Jay. Good on the bucket. And with Korkmaz standing 6. Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Here's Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
The free throw drops for Embiid. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Here's Davis, and that one good. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Hill kicks to Simmons. A minute 50 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. 4-point game coming off that loss against the Nets.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
A jump hook, and Simmons with the nice bucket inside.
I admire Simmons' ability.
And then sometimes on their home screen, they'll have like promotions or whatever. So like if you buy Frappuccino 3 times before the end of the week or whatever, it'll give you an extra 300 stars or whatever. So when you do those. Like I did one promotion the other week, the other day. It was like 3 times before 11 a.m. and you get 150 bonus stars. I have like almost 300 right now.
Inside, that's where he's an elite finisher.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but
changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz comes in for Green, and it's Shake Milton in for George Hill. That free throw good from Korkmaz. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
no doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. So the Lakers 5 right now. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell. Then there's Jay. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Nets was a man on a mission. He scored 18 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. See how he does, Kevin.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
And that is a smooth-looking jump shot. Embiid all in one motion off the catch.
Jay, the pass to Drummond. Down low, Jay. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. It's stolen by Schroeder. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Jay.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Pass to Milton. Harris trying to get free. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 9 points.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Schroeder, right side. The pass to Jay. Lets it fly. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 8 points for Jay.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
To the left wing. Embiid, the pass to Harris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the 76ers lead by 4. Timeout called the Lakers.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Simmons checked in for Joel Embiid. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Passes to Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso. Fires the 3. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Jay.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Harris outside. The Lakers with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jay's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles. The 76ers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to...
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. The 76ers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Jay. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Simmons kicks to Milton. Pass to Embiid. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Milton finds Simmons. Now here's Embiid. And it's good, 2 points. Embiid's got 11 points.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Axie's checked in for Shake Milton. And then for Los Angeles, Harrell comes in for Anthony Davis. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Kyle Kuzma.
The pass by Schroeder, finding the right balance between scoring and facilitating.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Simmons against Schroeder. Korkmaz. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And George Hills subbed in for Harris. Outside, Simmons. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Montrezl Harrell did not like that.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
The kick out to Matthews. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harrell, the pass to Jay. Count it. Jay's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Embiid, no good.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Outside Hill. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Schroeder against Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
So for the Lakers right now, Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay, and it's Schroeder in at point guard.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Now the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the 76ers now. Shot clock at 5. And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. From deep three-point range, Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Davis against Simmons. Kuzma outside. Here's Jay. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Milton. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're not getting the same number of second chance opportunities that they did in the first half. Getting outworked here on the glass.
Here's Davis. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Harris. Now Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break.
How about in transition, the long reach of Davis. Gets the steal, gets him going.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Pass to Drummond. Pulls it up. No good from Jay. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And it's sent back by Drummond.
That rejection was well timed. Get that shot out of here. Drummond staying patient, waiting for the right moment to pounce.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 4. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jay.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Milton. Korkmaz, guarded by Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot, and it's sent back by Drummond. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. On the clock. Here's Maxey.
That's the kind of defense they need from Schroeder. Hands up and right in his grill.
Big time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Jay, the pass to Drummond. Lakers working the ball around now. Jay, defended by Milton. Jay laces one from three.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Here's Maxey. The putback. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harris. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That was huge. You need a bucket? Who do you go to? A guy with a lot of skills and heart, Tobias Harris.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. And so here is Philadelphia. The pass to Korkmaz. From outside, off the mark. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Here's Korkmaz. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Timeout called the Lakers. They're leading by 7. Just 2 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution. But let's see out of the timeout.
So the Lakers take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
That still isn't comfy. And on the end, it doesn't prove anything.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the starting group for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl out there with Johnson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Vassell in at the 2. And for New York, filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Julius Randle is out there with Noel. And it's Payton in at the 1. Right now, both these sides dealing with injury. We won't be seeing either of them at 100%.
I agree with you, Kevin. It's been tough for both of these teams as they work through their rotations due to the injury bug. Credit goes to not only the coaches for trying to plug the holes and manage their rosters, but to the players. You know, when you're a pro, even if you're not initially in the rotation, you've got to always be ready to go. And these guys have stepped up well, the reserves.
Now here's Payton. Out to the right wing. And Noel kicks to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. With the floater. Goes back up. Randle with the bucket. Randle's got the game going with his first points in the game for the Knicks.
Randle really a force on the offensive glass. This guy plays with so much energy and excels at crashing the glass.
Now here's Murray. Johnson right side. On the wing, Johnson. Randle grabs the board.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Out to Payton. To the middle. And Randle throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Murray. Great D that time from Payton.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And here's Bullock from the arc. Kept alive by New York. Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
Murray, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
No one near Payton as he lets it go and misses it off the right side of the rim. They could use a bucket. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. It's stolen by DeRozan.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Offensive rebound. And Poeltl sends it back.
And Poeltl deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Randle. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Knicks lead by 6. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Spurs trail by 6. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Mills. Rudy Gay is out there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. Mills can't hit.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Here's Knox. Here's Rose. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, decision-making is something Rose is really good at. Excellent at reading the defense and then exploiting the pick and roll.
And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bull.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. For New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. Here's Gay, following the score by Derrick Rose. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, after suffering a devastating Achilles tendon injury during the 16-17 season, Gay has bounced back really well. I mean, has quietly become a much better outside shooter, too.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
That's good from Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Murray comes in for Patty Mills. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:21 left in the first half of basketball. To the inside, Burks powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Gay up top. Barrett covering. Gay against Barrett. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Toppin. Oh, what a dunk!
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Rosen dishes to Gay. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Barrett's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now, here's Toppin. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Rose passes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And that concludes the first half. It's the Knicks up by 12. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. New York holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they can shoot a better percentage.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And New York, looking at who they've got, Barrett and Randall are in the forward position. Reggie Bullock is out there with Peyton, and it's Noel in at the center position. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. A 12-point game.
And Jakob Poeltl, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love a defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes. Boy, I really like the rhythm and pace that DeRozan plays with. I mean, on these catch and shoots, really showing you nice poise and pace.
Now here's Peyton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he comes up with the deuce.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
DeRozan against Barrett. Here's Vassell. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Well, I tell you, Poeltl does a nice job using the pump fake to make defenders foul him. Hard to stay on the ground when he shows you the ball.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Boy, Poeltl is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And the Spurs with some changes. Eubanks is checked in, and it's Mills in for Murray. He doesn't get the second one. The Knicks leading by 11. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway. along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Peyton. After the basket by San Antonio.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Johnson surveying the floor. Now Mills. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Mills has got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Knocks the pass to Peyton. Here's the teardrop. And Noel throws it down.
And you can see that Noel has a very firm understanding of the game. I mean, knowing when to roll hard to the bucket after setting the pick.
And there's the pass to Vassell. Three-pointer. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks lead by 11. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Walker in at the point. Here's Burks, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gregor, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Murray's checked in for the Spurs. Outside Rose. And here is Pirtle. Here's Gay. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his fifth rebound in this one. Here's Rose. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Jakob Pirtle. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
The free throw drops for Rose.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
Now here's Murray. Second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Rose against Murray. Pass to Bullock. Now here's Burks. And it's Gay with the rebound. Spurs trail by 14. Right side to Walker. Bullock with the rebound. Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. DeRozan against Randall. And Pirtle sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. For the Knicks, Noel comes in for Toppin, and R.J. Barrett subbed in for Alec Burks. The Spurs also with the sub. Johnson's checked in. Barrett kicks to Bullock. 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Julius Randle.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by DeRozan. And Pirtle sends it back. Jones with it. Stolen by Rose. Pass to Ntilikina. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Elfrid, first off, congrats on the win. What was the key to getting this one?
Oh, man, we made shots. We did a good job of, just getting to the rim.
Big effort tonight, Elfrid. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
See, I got the vision.
Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, we've got Brown, and it's Dort in at shooting guard. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Plays it up and banks it in.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Buries the long-range jumper.
Love the confidence. Porzingis doesn't just have the green light, guys. They're designing these plays to get him that look.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Here's Doncic. The shot will not fall. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Brown outside. And the pass to Baisley. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Doncic. Akusevsky grabs the miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Thunder with another miss. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Hardaway. That one good for 2. Hardaway has got 5 now.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
The Thunder going with the whole new group out there. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now, here's Melodon. Will it go? Kleba with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Richardson finds Brunson. They get it back.
Yeah, and KP, he's not shy about creating some contact there. He might have a slender frame, but he is not afraid.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis, to me, could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is an incredible big man with the ability to dominate both ends. I cannot wait to see what's next.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Maledon. Horford. Porzingis with the block. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. They've got Maledon. Horford is out there with Williams. And it's Luke in at the 2 guard.